Ladles and jelly spoons were a bit late. Sorry about that. I was trying to get stuff ready, and it didn't happen. So I hope we're live now. Ladles and jelly spoons. Yes, we are. It's a beautiful sunset coming. So I'm just going to turn this this camera on and let you see it. AirPlay handoff, continuity camera. Here we go. Gesundheit. Danke. Bitchy. What happened here? Okay. Okay, so we just go down one. There we go. There is the sunset. Oh, that's beautiful. It's going to be...
not ready to set now.
No. So let's put that on. Get Christina in the frame. Cool dude. Hi, Chris.
Hey, buenas tardes.
Buenas tardes. So this is the Fane. This is the 15 camera. And we're going to have center stage on. Unavailable. Oh, dear. I think that should be all right. Well, that's a shame. Right. So, let's get Chris in the middle. There you go. Chris is in the middle. Now, the sun's shining straight in my face, so I can't see a bloody thing. But I will try and look. I will try and look to see what you guys are saying. If not, we'll come to your stuff later. So, who's on? We've got... How's the voice, by the way? Let's go down the bottom, just make sure we're not... Good evening. Hello, Tim and Christina. Okay, that looks okay. Whoopsie whoops. Jeff Daniels is on. Mary Alti. Nikki's on. Jeff Daniels, Nikki. Mary Alti. All chatting amongst themselves. Alan's Homemade Vlogs. Jeff Daniels. David Butler. Mary Alti. Alan's Homemade Vlogs. Ted Whitfield. And Smiler from New Zealand. Trisha. David. Anne is on. Jeff. What's that? There's only 4 of you on. Trisha Slater's on. We'll go down to the end here now, where Anne's talking, Alan's talking. Una Mines has joined. Sarah Charles. Ray Duffy. And everybody's just saying good evening. Ian Owl is on. I thought you were coming last Friday, Ian. And Michael's on. And Robert Ingle. Good evening, Tim and Christina. There you go. So let's get myself comfortable and get my microphone like that. I'm taking this off because I don't need to hear you. If let me just make sure that we've got sound coming. Let's do this. We all listening to? So you're not even listening to me at all because I didn't even turn it on. I can't even see. God damn it. There we go. Oh. USB. Execute. And I'm going to turn these back on. PC Mac. Float. Can you hear me, mother? Oh, God. That's what you get for cooking before you come out. I started cooking and, or preparing. Right. I need a different cable because this cable is not hacking it. Okay, talk amongst yourselves. Christina will look after you.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's not the one I wanted. That's the one I wanted. There you go. Christina will look after you, and I'll go and get me my new cable. Oh God.
I'm actually in a bit of a bad mood today because I slept too long. Really, I slept until 11 o'clock. And then I didn't do a thing all day. Listen a bit to my book, watch a bit TV, listen to the Spanish course on my phone. It'll be better tomorrow. Gonna find a hobby. I would so much like to help him with all his stuff he has to do. But
You can't.
yeah.
You can't. That's okay.
So it means that I cannot disturb really important things.
The main important things. The doctor says you're impotent, you got to dress impotent. Now, okay?
Can you hear me too?
I can't hear anybody at the moment. Darth Tim is back, okay. It's a pain in the arse, this. One, two. Audio. Hello, hello? Now it should work. Okay. Okay. It's better now? Options. Output. Audio. Off. Okay. So now you should hear me better or exactly the same. Meet you next week, Candy. Cool dude. Better. Okay, that's good. So let's just make sure everything's on here. Zoom driver's on. Yeah, sound effects. Okay, great. And we're just going to go back and put these output as Zoom driver. We already did that. So ladles and jelly spoons. I'm going to try it one more time. I know you don't like it, but now I know I should have done all this before. And but I plugged it in and it was, yeah, anyway. I can relax now. Okay, here's Chris. There we go.
Hello.
Oh, but Chris is not.
Hello again.
God. And why is that now turned off? Oh my God. 15 camera. Center stage not available. Let's turn center stage on. So just chat amongst yourselves. General handoff, continuity camera, finish, lock. So I've just been telling people this is what you've got to do if you've got a problem with the camera. And now I'm having a problem with the camera. So I should be able to do this.
Told him
We're
he'll
connected.
help you.
We're connected. So I don't want portrait. I don't want studio light. But I do want... I'm annoyed now, ladies and gentlemen. I'm officially annoyed. This has worked all day. And when I come to use it, it doesn't work.
It's gone.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah. No, basically what it's doing, it's not pointing at you. It should point at you. And it's too high now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, just lift your head up like that. There you go.
Am I visible now?
You're vistable, yeah? Invisible. Right. So what should we do, ladies and jelly spoons? We're going to carry on with our memoirs, or we're going to open the room for people to come in and ask questions.
If anybody wants to come in.
Yeah. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Because then I'd have to go and get you your earphones, wouldn't I? Because you wouldn't be able to hear them. Yes. Why don't we just start again, eh?
Yeah.
Just start all over.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Tim down for Living the Mess in Tenerife, together with
Christina.
And this is Balcony Banter. I'm not going to play it again, don't worry. I'm not going to play it again. So if you watched the live this morning, I was out early morning with Reinhold, and we've done the kitchen now. There's a big new shelf in the kitchen.
Was too early for Reinhold, but...
Yeah, he said, don't get me up that early again.
That's what I always say, and you never believe me.
I never believe you, no. It's the best part of the day, getting up early.
Yeah,
I
think...
Well, I mean, I don't... 7:30 I get up, but I'm in the bathroom till about 8. So, or 8:15 sometimes. And so, yeah, so I don't get to see that part of the day. But then I go out and I get to see the part of the day, which is good. Cool dudes. So let's get rid of this message here that says you can't do that thing. And Ian Gray says, arrive a decky on Saturday. Is the temperature as good as our forecast is saying? Well, it depends where you're going to be, obviously, and whether it's a cloudy day or a sunny day. But today was about 23 in the morning. It went really hot during the day, didn't it? In the sun, I would probably say it was up to near 28 degrees. In the shade and at night when the sun goes down, it gets a bit cooler. But it depends what you're used to. If you're coming from -4, then it's going to be hot. So I wouldn't worry about it. And Una novelty wearing off. Company is giving me a send off at 5 tomorrow. Oh dear. Evening all, says Olcus. Out next week too. If Candy needs a lift to Freaky Friday or Meet Up Monday, I've got a car. Cool dude. There was nothing wrong. Leave alone, says Tricia Slater. Hi, Candy. All that technology. Faulty Towers moment. It's hard to get my nerves because I don't sleep. Okay, I think we got everything now. Candy's talking to Orcus. Okay, cool dude. So the sun's going down now. It's right in my face, and I do have a lot of technology, but I think I like it. You know, I do like it. I know for you guys watching, it's probably, oh, Tim and his technology again, but I do this for me mostly, and you guys come along for the ride basically, and I really appreciate it when you do. I'm a bit more set up when I do Freaky Friday or Meetup Monday because there's other people involved. But yeah, I like that. I quite like it. Let's go to effects. Let's go to have a party. There we go. We're going to have a party. 37% party. Cool, dude. See, I've got another technology now. These little lights. And I've got my final lights coming on next week, I think it is. That's the one with the barn doors. It's a new Juliane. So I'll give Christina one as well. So we can both have party lights for when the sun goes down. Cool, dude. So what I'm going to do is we're going to talk about, for those of you who've been watching Balcony Banter for the last 8 or 9 weeks, we've been doing memoirs of Christine, memoirs of me, and now we've got to the stage where we've met. Yeah.
We met, yeah.
And I don't think we did the meeting story this time. A lot of you will have known this because I've said it a few times, but some new people might not know. So the meeting story with 2 different points of view.
I told it last time
You did.
when you went in to do something.
All right. So she told the meeting story from her.
The story with the cucumber.
Uh-huh.
I asked you what the quick is in English.
That's right. And I knew what a gherkin is. It's actually gherkin, but a gherkin is only pickled cucumbers.
Yeah.
There you go.
And I was talking about a real cucumber.
A real cucumber, because that's a gherkin. What's a pickled cucumber then?
Essiggurken.
An essiggurky. Or an e-gurky, you can say, can't you?
Yeah.
And funnily enough, e-gurky, essiggurky, you used to get in British chip shops in the north of England with your chips, right? So you could get chips and an e-gurky. They would actually call it an ugurky, and it came from the Jewish community.
Yeah, they had a lot of German words.
Right, there was, and also I think in Yiddish, it's ugurky is an e-gurky, but it's amazing how it all comes on. Andy shouting, "Hello from cold and snowy Canada!" Hi, Andy.
Oh.
Welcome. If it's your first time here, thank you. This is the most boring one we do because we're just sat on a balcony. But we do other shows on Monday, Meetup Monday. If you're on the island, come say hello. And Freaky Friday, where if you're on the island, come say hello and have a drink. Basically, it's just alcohol, isn't it, really? Although I'm not drinking too much alcohol at the moment, no beer. But I am having the odd glass of wine. And sometimes I fall off the wagon, I have a cider, don't I? A Copperberg. And the other day I fell off the wagon, I had a gin and tonic because another guy was paying. Thanks, Michael. Or as we call him, Michael. Yeah, so the e-gurky. Okay, we're doing something else. Oh, yeah, how I met Chris. As I remember it, I'm sat outside the Irish Harp, which is an Irish bar on the oldest stone bridge crossing the Danube in Germany.
With a few friends.
With a few friends. I'll be opening the link later, Ian. And we sat there, and then Chris walked down the street, Bruckstrasse, and I thought, she's gorgeous, I'll marry her. And then we got chatting, but basically, she was actually the girlfriend. Well, it wasn't really a girlfriend, was it? It's a tete-a-tete with Timothy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Welsh Tim. So she was actually going out with the guy.
It was.
A little fling. She had a fling with this. I mean, he was in the crowd, wasn't he? We weren't like buzz and buddies or anything, but he's a mate of mine, Tim. Welsh Tim. He was Welsh Tim, and I was Baldy Tim. I don't know why I was Baldy Tim.
He was hairy Tim.
He was hairy Tim, right? And I was Baldy Tim. And
he was tiny. He was just as tall as me.
Yeah.
I've never had that before.
What, a boyfriend that's tall, that's the same size as you? Is it good?
So,
And look how small she is, look. See, if this camera was working properly, it would focus on her in the middle there, but it's not doing it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Yeah, so I wooed her, didn't I? We became friends and had a drink together, and
I was so glad to have a friend. And we even joked about, I showed you other girls and said, oh, isn't she nice?
She did. She showed me all the good-looking girls, but none of them were as good-looking as her. She didn't realize that, of course, to me. So after a while, I ended up meeting your family, didn't I? I don't know where we were going. We're going to Adlersberg. Adlersberg is a hill with a monastery and a brewery. It's not a monastery, it's a convent, yeah?
Yeah.
A convent and a brewery, which is quite normal in Bavaria. And he was Tiny Tim, says the Lord. Yeah, and there's a convent and a brewery, and they have a special Bockbier Anstich around about February, March, April.
But we didn't go for the book beer.
No, we're just going for a drink.
We must have gone in September.
Oh, right, September it was, yeah.
October.
You know, so yeah, but it was a special place anyway, and they were all going, so they invited me along. So I went up there, and I got smashed, did I?
We got smashed.
We all got smashed. They got this special dark beer up there that I quite like as well. Adlersberg Preuselbrau, isn't it? Preuselbräu? Preuselbräu. Eastern Ontario, midway between Toronto and Montreal. Andy, your caps lock stuck. Your caps lock stuck. And yeah, so I met a family, and one of Christina's elder sister says he's quite nice, but his shirt needs ironing, which he did. Oh no, the sunset's not going to be a bust because there's clouds on the horizon. Sunset's going to be a bust, ladles and jelly spoons, but there's clouds on the horizon.
And it looks good now.
Eh?
It looks good now.
It does, yeah. Let's see if I can turn off portrait. And turn off portrait. There you go. So we should get a clearer picture now of the sunset. That's quite nice. Okay. So let's see if we can turn. Reaction Studio Light Portrait, center stage. Oh, it's just portrait, and there we go. Is that better? Okay, you're back in the room. Excuse me.
But in a way, we didn't do a lot, did we?
No, basically, we just met and chatted, really. And
went out for pizza once in a while. Went out to the Irish shop.
Once a day.
Yeah, you once a day.
But yeah, so I ended up wooing her as a friend, and then we became boyfriend and girlfriend a while later, didn't we?
Yeah.
But I think it only took we met in the September, August, September of 1990. Yeah.
When did Mark get married?
Mark got married. I can't remember, but my brother got married, and so I invited Chris over to England to the wedding as my +1. And I forgot to tell her that all Brits wear hats at weddings, so she went without a hat. And she was devastated afterwards, didn't she?
I looked at the photo and I said, oh, wait a minute. They're all wearing hat, all the women are wearing hat, and I'm the only one without a hat. Ooh.
Cool dudes. Let's get rid of that. Oh, let's get that back on. So, how long are you married, says Candy? We've been married 32 years now.
Yeah.
Coming up to 33 next year. Yeah.
Schnapszahl.
A Schnapszahl, 3-3. Got to drink a schnapps. Unless Reinhold's drank the whole bottle this afternoon.
Okay.
I can blame him, you see. I can blame him. Yeah, so we went to my brother's wedding, and she met my parents and my granny, didn't you?
Mm,
And she fell in love with the family, didn't you?
I love them all.
Except me.
Yeah, except you. No, you too. I thought you might have end up like your dad.
Didn't I end up like my dad yet? With a big white beard. An alcoholic.
No, no.
This camera keeps going off and on. I should put the other camera in, shouldn't I, really? Yeah, I should. You're right. SOCKS. I got new buttons on this as well, so I can press a button and do that. TimothyDowd.com/live. Or I can do that. And I can do that as well. Automatic music. Cool dude. Go back to Twos Up. So, yeah, so that's how we met. And then it didn't take long until we moved in together, wasn't it? It was the following Christmas.
Yeah.
The following Christmas, 91, we decided to move in together. So I had a flat up in the in the West End. And Chris had a flat right in the middle of town. And we decided to get this a bit further out west. They just built some new flats, hadn't they?
At first, we moved to London.
Right. We did the East End. We went to the East End first. I forgot all about that. To Café Spora, Lanzarostraße.
It was fantastic.
That was really good. It was a
And
really old house.
the owner of the house, I knew from the music shop I worked because he was playing in the jazz band. He was playing the trumpet.
And he was also a confectioner, wasn't he? Made confections.
Yeah.
Like chocolates, real chocolates. Let's just show this thing again. Sunset again. Oh, it's gone all blurry again. Oh, don't worry about it then. As I say, it's not much of a sunset today.
Oh.
So yeah, so it was quite an old house, and we were up on the third floor, weren't we?
Mhm.
We were up on the third floor, and it was like an old wooden staircase, but very wide wooden staircase going round and round. And then at each landing there was two doors, one to the left, one to the right, and so it was like 1, 2, 3, 4 stories, wasn't it? So there were
Yeah.
8 flats. Oh, no, 6 flats, because the bottom one was the shop.
Shop, the
Yeah.
coffee shop.
And the people who were living there, yeah.
Mhm.
And then there was us. Then there was the one upstairs, wasn't there? Yeah, so it was 6 flats plus the owners down the bottom with the shop, and they were living there as well. And it was right on a busy street next to a hospital, St. Joseph's.
Yeah.
St. Joseph's Hospital. And I used to have to get a bus to work every morning, didn't I? And I'd always leave it to the latest.
That was fun. I always looked out of the window and I saw him climb the
barrier and run across the road. I was really taking my life in my hands. I've learnt since then not to do that. Kiddies, if you're watching, don't climb over the barrier and run across a 3-lane highway to get a bus.
Sometimes he just made it.
Uh-huh.
And sometimes the bus went off and that was them.
Yeah, but I could just walk to the Ernst Reuterplatz and get a different bus. Can I get the number 6 or something? That was cool. So let's just see. Let's just see if anybody's got a question. QQ. Have you got 5 minutes? Is the link live? The link is not live, but it will be in a minute. Let's do this. Bang. I'm just going to get Chris some headphones so she can hear you. Alan's joining. Okay, Alan. I've just got to get headphones, Alan. We won't be able to hear you just yet. Let's do this. 2 hosts and 1 guest. And put Alan in the middle. Hello, Alan. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you fine, Tim. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I'm just going to get Chris some earphones. I'll be right back.
Okay,
You
no
put those on for
problem.
now.
Hello?
Evening all.
Hello.
Hi, Chris. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
That's good.
How are
Apart from having
you?
a long sleep. Apart from having a long sleep.
Apart from that, yeah. It was
Yeah,
a
I'm
bit
good,
of
thanks,
an
Chris.
off-turner.
Yeah, a bit of a culture shock coming home after being in 28 degrees and it's -8 tonight, so it's kind of a shock.
Can you still
Are you
hear?
all plugged in?
Yeah,
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Cool, dude. I've got Christina's earphones on now because she didn't like them last week.
like yours more anyway.
Yeah, you can have them.
They
And I'll
were,
get some other ones. Cool, dude. Cool, dude. So, oh, we've got to be in the middle here. There you go. How was your holiday, Alan?
Oh, it was tremendous, Tim. We had a great time.
I saw most
Actually,
of it.
that's why I wanted. That's why I wanted to come on. Actually, I wanted to apologise for not being able to meet up. But when I go away, I've got to realise it's Anne's holiday as well. So it's not fair me going round everywhere with a camera the whole time. So she's really good and she's really patient, but sometimes it gets to us. So we have to say, right, enough's enough, and that's it. But anyway,
I understand
just
completely. I mean, there's people that come over, and I know them very well, and they just say, you know what? I'm on holiday. I'm doing other stuff on Meetup Monday. I'm doing other stuff on Freaky Friday. I don't want to sit in a little whatever up here,
yeah.
and especially getting taxis or buses. So I fully understand. I fully understand.
No, no, that wouldn't have been a problem. And the thing is, as well, we had 8 friends at the same time in their own grand, so that's always difficult as well. So,
It must
but
be, yeah.
anyway, yeah. But I just wanted to come on to say a quick thank you to you because you've given me so much support, and it is really appreciated. And
Oh,
I really appreciate you actually giving the channel a wee lift up every now and then, and also Kevin as well. If Kevin's on, Kevin's been great because he just lives up the road from me as well, so it's been
cool.
good. Yeah.
Kevin's the one that can give you the big push, because I think
Well, I know.
everybody that's subscribed to me knows about you.
No, I think everybody should do a surprise to Kevin, but there you go. One of these things. But it was great because I think when we started, when I went over to Tenerife, it was about 535, and it's just up over, just under the 700 now. So it's been a
Cool,
real
dude.
good. Yeah, it's been good. Yeah,
Do you know how many
and
watch hours you've got?
yeah, it's. I looked earlier on. I think that what is it, 4,000 or something. So
That's
it's
what you
well up
need.
there. Yeah, it's well up there. I think it's just under. I think it's about 3,727 when
Oh,
I
cool.
last looked. So, yeah, so it's been good, and the response from everybody, the wee blogs I've done in Tenerife have been great. So just a big thanks to everybody that's on here tonight. That's also watched my channel as well. So there we go.
But that camera is amazing, isn't it? Did you get
Oh,
did you get the big kit, or did you just get the camera?
yeah, I got the creator kit
Uh-huh.
for the extra bucks. It was well worth it, to be honest with you.
Uh-huh.
And it was great in New Year because I was able to put the camera in and put it on full mode and just be able to walk around and mix with the guests and everything, you know. And actually, somebody asked me today on my channel about because I took my kilt over for New Year,
Uh-huh.
and what about, well, my kilt, my belt, my jackets, and everything weighs about 9.4 kilos. So that the way I got it there was I actually paid for an extra case and ran it. Only 28 quid return, so it was well worth it. So
Couldn't you just put it in a surfboard thing on a hanger, and then just say it's a surfboard?
actually, actually, it was funnily enough. We were thinking about that, but I thought, God, it's get it in the hold. It's extra hassle lugging it about. And Anne's got a bad shoulder just now, so it meant I was having to carry a couple of her bags as well. So I didn't want to obviously have too much to lug about, but it was well worth it. It got a good reception.
Cool dude. Cool dude.
Yeah,
Well, I'm really glad you enjoyed your holiday, and the Up
yeah.
experience looked really good. And I've got to ask you one more time about this lunch. Anybody can go on book buy it, right?
Well, yeah, because it's advertised actually in the hotel. They have two lunches. They have the carne lunch and the seafood lunch, and they're both 32 euros.
32,
So
but not
that's,
including
yeah,
wine.
not including wine. No, the
Okay.
wine was nearly as
I
expensive
was
as
going
the
to say,
bloody
yeah.
meal. I know it was actually a special bottle of rosé we had, which was it was fantastic. It really was lovely. It was from Lanzarote, and it was called Ruben. I think, yeah, it was, yeah, if I remember
Yeah, I
correctly.
took a
But
screenshot of it, so.
yeah, it is. And so that the 32 euros includes your starter and your sweet and a coffee as well. So I mean, it's value
It's a
wise, it's
no-brainer.
fantastic.
Yeah.
It is a no-brainer,
Yeah.
absolutely. So that we got that one on the Up experience. That was included in the Up package.
Okay.
But we went down and had the seafood one as well because we love seafood as well. So we just had you're paying that much to go anyway. What's another $32?
Exactly. That's what I keep saying. Maybe hung for a sheep as a lamb, as I say. Might as well be
Exactly.
hung for a sheep as a lamb.
Exactly. No, so it was a great experience. We really enjoyed it because although obviously we've been there before and regularly 2 or 3 times a year, but that was the first time at New Year, so it was a nice change.
So was there a big Scottish contingent there for hog
No,
money?
there was actually another family from Edinburgh, and the lad who I think, if I remember, he's about just in his early 20s. He bought his kilt as well, but he only managed to pack the kilt and the shirt, so he didn't have his jacket, etc. Because obviously the weight, the. But no, I'm glad I took the whole thing. But
How many yards is it? 9 yards? 13
no, it's about
yards?
14.
14 yards of
yards of
material.
wool. Yeah,
Jeez.
14 yards of wool wrapped around your middle in Tenerife, and when it was 22 degrees at night, it gets kind of warm.
It's a good
Yes,
job you don't
so
wear
it was.
underpants, otherwise you've been sweating your butt. Oh, I can't say that.
Well, no, I know, and I had a few requests as to what was under it, but
Oh, right.
gentleman never tells.
And exactly. I mean,
Exactly.
what's the
I
old
just,
joke? The
I,
woman comes up and puts her hand up and says, "What are these for?" And he goes, "For?"
and the other one was a lady. She was actually, I think she was worth the wear from the free champagne every night. She kept coming up. And I said, look, how would you like to feel 10 inches of raw Scots manhood? She said, oh, yes, please. I said, well, stick your hand up there 10 times. So that was her gas at a fit.
So,
So anyway,
are you planning for coming over again? Another
we were
2 or
supposed
3
to come.
times?
Yeah, we were supposed to come in March, but that looks a bit iffy just now.
No, everybody's coming in
Yeah,
March.
I know they are, but it's purely family commitments. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, never say never.
That's true.
In fact, I was actually a bit disappointed because I got an email from Skyscanner this week to say that I could get a Ryanair return from Glasgow Prestwick to Tenerife for £103 return, which is for nothing.
That's that. Yeah,
I mean,
that's like a weekend away.
Of course it is. Exactly. I mean, I think that's about 3 times it costs the flight to Krakow when I went in May. So I
Yeah,
mean, it's
exactly.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
I know. But anyway, as I say never. We'll just play it by ear and see what happens.
And are you doing any more in locally of your channel? Are you planning on doing like one a week or?
Yeah, I've got a wee thing on the. We've got the Open Golf in Troon this year in Royal Troon.
Right. Okay.
And last time in 2016, when I got the cap for WEBBY, I was the logistics manager for the Open. I've been contacted by the RNA asking me if I would do the same thing this year. So
Another one.
that is
Okay,
me.
cool.
Yeah, so that is me basically going to be tied from probably be about mid-April right the way through until the D rig finishes, which is probably the end of August.
Uh-huh.
So if I go do that, then I'll do that. And whilst it might not be everybody's bag, it's quite interesting to see just how this thing's put together, because it's, I think the last Saturday before the Open started last year, we had a 1,272 Arctic movements across the site. So
Oh
it
wow.
just shows you what, yeah, it's quite an operation. So
I've never been to Troon. I've seen it on TV, but I've never been there. I've never played it.
no,
But
no,
I don't play. I
it's
haven't played golf since I came back from. No, we came back from America, and I played for one season in Regensburg, didn't I?
yeah, but
But it was a totally different game in Bavaria because it only rich people played it
yeah.
because
Well, it's
you had
everybody.
to be a
Yeah,
member. There
yeah,
was no sort of
and
municipal courses or anything like that.
yeah, well, that's the great thing about in Scotland. Everybody plays it from, the wee guy in the street up to the
Yeah,
managing director. So that
yeah,
it's a great social leveler in Scotland as well.
yeah. From the
I mean,
managing director all the way up to the guy in the street. You mean?
exactly, and we're lucky in Troon because we've got 7 golf courses in the town, and 3 of them are municipal courses, and you can just walk on at any time.
What's the green
So,
fee these days?
uh, the green fee for the municipal courses works out to be about £105 a year for the 3 courses.
You can pay. You can pay a year's worth.
Yeah, you can pay a year's worth, yeah,
You can't
and
just
that
walk on and pay
entitles.
for one round like
Well,
if
you
you're
can.
visiting.
You can do 1 round. I think it's about 12.50 for a round now. So
Wow,
yes,
that's dirt cheap.
uh,
Even in
yeah,
America, we were
yeah,
paying something like $20, $30 10, 15
yeah,
years ago, wasn't it?
yeah,
yeah,
And $100 at some of the courses, and $200. Well, I never played those, but $200 at other courses, wasn't it?
yeah.
Wow.
Well, and I know. I mean, I've still got a lot of friends down south, and they say it's getting prohibitive down there. So yeah,
Yeah.
and even my local club's Open Championship qualifying course, which is only 5-minute walk up the road, and my green fees for that are 795 for a year, which is for private courses for nothing.
That
Yeah,
is, I mean, it was 10 years ago when I played golf in Regensburg, no longer, wasn't it? 15 years ago.
yeah,
And pay, I had to pay €250 to go and take 3 lessons. And if
yeah,
I got my Platzreifeprüfung, because you got to do a test there to play golf.
that's right,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah,
So you got to do the test. You got to go round in 9 holes in 60 shots. I think it is.
right.
I think it's 9 holes and 60 shots.
So
And
that would roughly give you a handicap about 30.
right. So you start at
Yeah,
something like 28.
that's right.
So you start at something like 28, and you've got to book all your shots in and everything like this. There's no sort of like mulligans or anything like that.
Oh,
And
I've just found my ball in the rough. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. But the best thing is that the place where it was a really old building, and it's where not Adenauer, what's his name?
Joseph Strauss.
Franz Josef Strauss had a heart attack there.
Oh, right. Yeah.
That's where it was his claim to fame, because it was his favourite golf course. It was a royal golf course. It's really old and really sort of like it had these rules and stuff, that you couldn't do this and you could. I can't even remember them now, but it was sort of very staid. And I remember going there and I was playing around on my own because I could go on I was on shift work, I think, so I could go on my own. And then I met these guys, and they said, "Oh yeah, we'll play and play." And then they said, "Do you want to play on Friday?" I said, "Oh, I don't know. What time?" They said, "Well, we're flying out to Tenerife, and on a private jet. They were going to fly out and just play around, and then stay one night and come back." I said, "I can't do that. I can't do this." And then I realised I was out of my league then. So, but
That's the
that's
way
where you
to do
should
it.
be. That is the way to do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Well, actually, that is one of the reasons I started my own channel. Was I've got carpal tunnel in my right hand, and it
Oh.
affects my golf grip. So I'm not playing anything like what I used to play, and
Uh huh.
especially in the cold weather, it's absolutely I mean, it's desperate in the cold weather. So it was great for the 2 weeks I was over in Tenerife. So I think it might need to be a house swap.
You didn't take your clubs though, no?
No, I didn't. No.
No.
Well, to be honest with you, Tim, I just wouldn't have had time.
That's true. I mean, Andrew's an avid golfer. He's very good as well, apparently.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. I think he. I don't think he plays that often, but I think he enjoys it when he does. I think he plays with his dad quite often. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So, loads of people are asking. This is a family channel. That was probably the 10 inches.
Yeah, it probably was. Yeah. My
Go.
apologies.
No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You can even say the F word these days. It's all
No,
changed.
I wouldn't say that.
No, I wouldn't say that either. Don't forget
No.
thumbs up. Okay, then Amazon Candy, you're very welcome to join our Facebook group. Okay. Any questions there? Let me just go in and make sure nobody's asked a question.
Yeah. And if anybody's got any questions for me, I'll be quite happy to answer them.
Exactly. Ian asked a question, but I don't know whether he's back. I don't know whether he's still on. Oh, there he is. Let me bring him in and see if we can do a load more.
Right.
And have a look to see this. Can we do this? No, it's not that one, is it? I did have a button. Is this everybody? And where's Ian? I'm going to add him to the right. No, hang on. Ian, bear with me. Bear with me.
Oh, there he is.
Hey, Ian.
So let's add a camera and put Ian in it. There we go. And press this button. There we go. Cool dudes. Sound check, Ian. We can't hear you.
Is he on mute?
Say again.
Is Ian on mute?
I haven't muted him, unless I did. Ian, we can't hear you. Okay.
Oh.
We finished. He said he's not going to join in then. Okay, let's go back to...
What was his question?
He didn't have a question. He wanted to come on.
Okay.
He wanted to come on for 5 minutes live.
Okay.
There we go. Cool dudes. So, unfortunately, Ian didn't work there. It could be a problem with my system because I found out that the more people you have on, the more resources it takes on the computer.
Yeah.
Whereas the old StreamYard that I used to use, all the resources were on the server side. But that's another thing.
It's probably be affected by the bandwidth. I don't know what yours is like over there as well.
I'm not too bad actually. I mean, I got a gigabit line, but I can usually get about 700 megabits download and 600 up. So it's pretty quick. But we are out on the balcony, so
so it might affect it. Yeah,
it could affect it. Yeah, but I'm in 5 gigahertz, so it should be go through 2 walls easy.
Yeah, it should do. Yeah.
Easy. So what time is it now?
8 minutes to 7.
8 minutes to 7. So we've got 8 minutes left. So what are your plans for the rest of the year for Tenerife?
But definitely coming back in October for 2 weeks. So we like it in October. It just sort of fits in as well with everything at home, so it's quite good that way.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't really decided on New Year again next year, but it could happen, as I say. And as I say, March could still happen. It really depends.
And are you doing a Rona Gran always? You don't want to change or go somewhere different?
Well, we've been elsewhere in the past, Tim, and we've found a home there. We're comfortable there,
and the people you know, and
there.
Yeah,
exactly. So it's like I remember when we arrived there, Anne said to me, she turned around, she says, "It's nice to be home again." So that just about sums it up.
Well, you know what you got to do now? You got to buy the hotel.
I'm sure Mr. Spring would love that.
Is
He
that
was
Mr. Spring?
actually there.
Was he the owner? Is
The
he?
the managing director Spring was actually they came from Mayo to the up terrace, him and a couple of his henchmen,
Uh-huh.
and with the girl that's the director in the hotel, Alexis, they were all having a wee meal up in the up terrace, so that was
Cool
quite
dudes.
interesting.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so yeah,
How the other half
he was
live,
the
eh?
scruffy, he was the scruffiest guy there.
I should have been there. I could have beat
No,
you.
no, he had a t-shirt.
Cool dude. So let's just
Yeah,
see
so there you
what other people are saying. If there's any questions for you, got to go down all the way down at the bottom. Chris's camera
I
keeps
think
turning off and on.
Billy's.
We
I
got
think
7.
Billy's asking me if I'm.
Are
Billy's
you
asking if I'm
still
back at the
back at the
university.
university?
Yeah, I was back last week. I came home on Monday and I had to go in from Tuesday to Friday, but I'm off this week, so it's not so bad. Because I only work part time now, so.
Alan, that's how we feel about the Arona. Always feels like home, says Tina Rigby.
Yeah, well, I can sympathise with that, Tina. That's exactly how we feel as well.
And Ian's saying he's going to run a test later. Let me know. Okay, great.
So I think Ian says it's a new phone.
New phone. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm out. No sound. Afternoon, everyone. David Butler. Okay, I'm going back.
Aye,
Ray's going.
that's a good one, David.
Candy. Did I see that Candy's coming over next week?
Yeah, I think she said earlier she was coming over next week because I think Craig Orca was gonna see if she wanted a lift over to Monte Cristo or wherever.
Oh yeah, right. Managed to get Hotel Los Chris to meet you next week. Okay, cool dude. So as I say, Craig Orcus Whaling is a very trustworthy young man. Although he looks like a Viking that's going to kill you, but Orcus Whaling. Oh gosh, really kind of you. There you go. Orcus Wayne. Okay, and Candy. I'm out on Wednesday in Tenerife. Friends of Facebook. Send me a message. There you go. So that's what I really like about this channel is that it's a way to get people together, and even if I'm faffing around with my technology, you can all talk amongst yourselves because you all know each other, don't you?
Yeah, yeah. Well, I think that's the great thing. It's a friendship or community rather than anything else, isn't it? I mean, that's it.
The only thing you got in common is hating me.
I wouldn't say that, Tim. No, that's exactly what it is. Everybody's very welcoming, and they all say, "Yo, hello this and hello that," and that makes it nice to join.
And I like the way that people are when they get here, or some people even meet back in Britain, where they've met up, having met on this channel or one of the channels. You know that because there's quite a few channels with the same community hanging around.
Yeah, yeah.
But
that's good. It's quite funny because I used to cruise a lot in the Canberra when I was younger with the family, and we used to have cruise reunions a couple of times during the year before the next one. Yeah, and we've still got friendships from that have gone back 30 odd years, which is amazing when you think about it. You know, the fact that everybody's in different walks of life and they're in different areas, but there's still that community.
Cool dude.
So it's, yeah, so anyway.
I spoke to Lee last night. He was in the airport.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Well, what happened was, when he was over a couple of years ago, he said, "Oh," I said, "Where are you?" And he shared his location with me on his phone, and he's never turned it off. So I know exactly where Lee the Macmaster is at any time of the day. So if you want to know, I won't tell you.
Was he flying? Was he flying back from New York?
He's flying back from New York, yeah. And and basically, when he was here last, I gave him a cable, one of these rolling square cables, which they're like tiny little things, and you can have any end on it. So you can have a USB to USB-C, you can have a USB-A to C, Lightning, and the other one. And he went, "Oh no, I don't have a cable." Then he went, "Oh, just a minute." So he actually, on his vlog that's coming out, I think in 3 days' time, he said, "Oh, thanks to Tim for this." So he's gonna send a load of people my way. And he was talking about clickbait titles, and if you don't know if you noticed the title of this one, but it's another boring balcony banter. Definitely don't watch, right?
Yeah, I saw
And
that.
I've
Yeah.
just looked. We've got the highest number of balcony banter viewers since about 15 months on it. Right now, we got 90. Oh no, I thought it was 90, but it's 60.
Yeah, well, I think it was up at 90 at one time because I've got my iPad on next to me. Although I'm on my MacBook, I've got that
Everybody's
up
leaving
next.
because somebody else is coming on at 7.
Oh, are they?
Somebody
No,
more,
no, I was
more
waiting.
impotent.
I was waiting for you to say everybody's leaving because I'm here.
No. You are
No,
the
no, no,
guest. You are the star of the show.
hardly. You're the
Carl's
star.
on. Billy Camera, so
Christine's the
true,
star.
Anne. So who came on at 7 to steal all my watches?
Well, it can't be Cole because he was on yesterday at
He was
7.
on yesterday. I keep missing the Tuesday nights because.
Yeah. Oh well.
Right. I'm gonna love you and leave you.
Yeah, that's great, Tim. And listen, thanks to everybody again. Appreciate it. Appreciate
Hey,
everybody's support.
you did a great job. I think people. In fact, I sent the Deanne to you because she's staying in the Arona Gran in
That's
June,
right.
and
Yeah, that's right.
I said this
Yeah.
is the greatest place to look at that. So thank you a lot, Alan.
Good. Yeah, thank you.
Arona Gran's right at the far end of Los Cristianos.
Okay.
You know that place where we went and we met that guy in the Welsh bar. We're going to rent a flat. That was the hotel opposite. Right.
Okay, Tim. Nice
Thank
to
you.
talk to you. Yeah.
Oh, see you
Take
next
care,
time.
Christine. Look after yourself.
Thank you. Bye.
Well, let Tim look after you. That's better.
That's us. Yeah. I'm going to kick you out, Alan.
Cheers, Tim.
Ta-da.
Yeah, all the best.
Bye.
Okay, ladles and jelly spoons. Here we go. Ladles and jelly spoons, Tim down for Christy and Christina for living with MS in Tenerife. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for joining us today. Don't forget, I go live Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 5:55 and Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday around about 9 o'clock. I know I was early today and late the day before, but there you go. If I didn't get to your question, I do apologise. I do have a thing that it all writes it to, so I can have a quick look through that in case there was something I missed. But don't forget, you can always send me an email, me@timothydowd.com. You can always comment on this afterwards, and that'll be there as well. Monday is Meetup Monday. We're planning on going to the Rosa Centre again this Monday. If somebody registers, register obviously at timothydown.com/events. It doesn't cost you anything to register, but it lets us know you're coming, and it gives us contact details. Balcony Banter next week again. I'll be giving you an update on the Lederhosen Challenge, and we'll be talking about it and inviting guests. And don't forget, Freaky Friday, 5:55 on a Friday at Monte Cristo. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya.